Hello you guys, welcome back to another story time on this here channel. Today we have another story time that relates to another one, which I will show you guys. Again, a long time ago, over a year ago, I told my first kiss story time. Very quick. And I said at the end how it was a cute little teenage, first movie like that. That story was a cute little movie, perfect ending story. But the man was a different story. So that's the story I'm gonna tell today. Again, when I was new to YouTube, I told stories really quickly. You guys can check it out if you want. It's not necessary for the story, but I had my first kiss my junior year of high school. It was with a random guy. Okay, I went to like this event that was held in the city, and it was like a teen event. Like it was literally like bring your high school ID to get in, like to make sure everybody was like 14 through 17 or maybe 18 if you were a senior. I went with my friends. I'd never had my first kiss. I'd never had a boyfriend. I never had nothing. I vibed with this guy there. And then, typically he asked me for my Instagram and stuff. And then at the end, he surprised me and he kissed me. He laid it on me. I was so cute. Oh my God, it finally happened. Oh my God, this literally crosses over with another story time. I'm going to show you all that too. But yeah, regular teenage age appropriate night. And so yeah, this guy obviously asked for my Instagram for a reason. I'd never seen him before this event. This event was like in the city. So a lot of kids from the county went. He didn't go to a school that I don't think was like too close to me or anything, but we lived in the same county and he was a little bit older than me. So I don't remember if he was like a high schooler with a car, but I know he definitely had like a license. Like I think he drove there. I was dropped off, but I'm pretty sure he drove there and had it like that. So what did I just say, y'all, about this story? How this was my first kiss, first like, oh my God, little moment. I never had a boyfriend at that point. How we talked about dating in my household was very non-existent. Like I feel like I remember I didn't really talk to my dad about stuff like this. Like my mom was like the person who made the rules and stuff, and I feel like she was basically, I don't, when it's just like they show they're highly against it, and kind of like the helicopter parent that kind of wants to make sure protective that you're not doing it. And I really wasn't doing much. Like you guys know, I've told high school story times before my senior year when I had my first boyfriend, which was actually pretty natural because I ended up dating this guy who's new to my school. I didn't know him, but our parents knew each other, so it wasn't a big deal. But I was, when I tell stories about my high school talking stages, it was literally talking crushes. Oh my God, we walked around it. Like I really wasn't, and I barely had any of those. But of course, I didn't come home and tell my parents or like I had my first kiss. Like I didn't have a relationship like that. And like I said, I wasn't really doing anything. Like I don't even know what the reaction would have been. But I remember, so I meet this guy at this like teen club event. He's really cool. And yeah, we're talking. We start talking. I think I had his number and Snapchat. And we just start talking. Like I'm a junior. I remember he was older than me. So everybody was in high school, so he had to be a senior. And he's telling me like, yeah, like you're so beautiful. I had so much fun with you. He's literally like, when is your prom? Like, are you going to your prom? Like, I'm going to my prom and I don't have a date yet, stuff like that. Like, it was given like real fairy tale. I was really like, at first, like, it's just like, oh my God, like I've talked to you guys before. I'm sure like a lot of girls can relate to this because boys in high school are just weird, or they fetishize a certain type of girl. But especially for me, like I said, I grew up PWI. There wasn't a lot of people at my high school who looked like me. I found my circle, but this was this was like 2018, 2017 ish. Not a lot of guys in my high school would check over me. So like just to get some attention, or like that I wanted back. Like in high school, like all the boys and the ones that you just want to be your friends want you, but the fights don't actually want you. So I was like geeked. I was like, this guy is actually cute. Like he seems so nice. Blah, blah. So we're talking, And I remember when it came to prom, I think like for some reason it didn't really line up. And also, that's kind of a huge jump. I mean, not really, because I guess for some people, prom dates aren't that much. But again, for me, innocent little 16-year-old Alicia who literally doesn't do anything and has never dated, it's like, y'all know people with strict parents. Like, I don't remember if it was just like the proms weren't aligning or if I was just like, oh, it's kind of too close. Because, like, as someone with strict parents, how are you supposed to be like, hey, so can me and this random guy just go to prom together? I've only met him once. It don't work like that. Maybe for the people who dated and stuff, that was normal, or who had a car and went out. Like, y'all, the homebody I'm on now is the same I was back then. Like, football games, basketball games, a party bus every once in a while. I've told some of those story times, but to this day, I've never really been to like a real house party, which is like kind of sad. Like, I'm from Southern California. Like, that's California culture. I've tried before. I tried to stop being a homebody, and it always be getting rolled. But anyway, so yeah, that was the thing. Even though the prom or whatever was conflicted, obviously, oh my God, I like this guy. He likes me. Like, we should hang out. Like, first date. He was very like, I'm sure he had dated before. It definitely gave that vibe. He was very like, so when can we hang out? Like, are you free next weekend? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah. And I think I was honest too. I was like, I've never dated. Like, I have to ask. Like, like in high school, people are like, just lie, just lie. Not with, not with mom like mine. No. Like I said, I didn't drive back then, so there was nothing. I was like, well, I just have to ask if I can hang out with you and see how it is. And to one extent, I truly do understand like how my mom was and like, protecting daughters because people are weird and stuff. And I think I was very protected. But also when I was a high schooler, I just wanted to live a little bit. That one audio, sometimes I was feeling like,
shut up, Mom! Silence from me.
But yeah, strict, sheltered little Alicia. I was like, I'm literally just gonna be honest, not too honest. I'm not gonna tell all the details. Hey, I had my first kiss. No, but I'm be like, oh, like she knew I went to that thing. My dad literally picked me up from it or dropped me off. One of them. Someone's parents dropped us off. So I'm gonna be like, oh, like I met this guy and he's really cool. And I wanted to know if I could hang out with him, like, could you take me to hang out with him, whatever. So literally, of course, again, you got to plan when it's strict. And so I remember we were texting and like an area in between us had this bowling alley. And I was like, yeah, we should go bowling. I was like, okay, so I'll ask this day, this Saturday, this time. Okay, bowling. We're going to go bowling. Like, can I pick you up and stuff? I'm like, I already know that's a no. I'm like, I'm going to bring it up, see if, I can get dropped off and we can go bowling and we can hang out, right? Like again, when you got your parents, you got to like cross your, So I'm like, okay. So I literally remember again, like as someone who barely asks for anything and barely even goes out, I had to muster up the courage. And I remember one day I was just like, hey mom, like, can I talk to you, whatever? And so I go according to plan after I've been planning this for like a week. We're gonna call him Zane. We're gonna call him Zane. So I was like, hey, I was like, mom, so I went to, what do you call it? You know how dad took me or picked me up from that teen thing that I went to with so-and-so and so-and-so, throwing the friends that they trust and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I met this really cool guy and like we've been texting on Snapchat and stuff. And he basically asked me like on a date, like if I could like, I probably didn't say date because I'm not trying to scare it away. But I was like, yeah, so can we go? And again, because again, it's going to be like, what are you guys going to do? What are you guys going to? So I'm like, yeah, at the bowling alley over on so-and-so, like his school is like over there, but that's like in between. And I was like, yeah, so could we like hang out and go bowling? Please. And again, like definitely when I entered high school, it was like, like, but I think, like I was a junior, I was about to go to prom, a little more lenient, but not too much. So she was like, okay, so you met him at the thing, you've been talking and you guys want to hang out and you guys want to go there and stuff. And I was like, yeah. Because also, guys, I'm the middle child. I was the first person to even have a boyfriend. Like, my sister didn't date. Wait, no. She did go on like some dates before, but she never had a boyfriend. And again, for her too, I think it was very late, like junior year, senior year-ish, but she never really had a boyfriend. But yeah, so I'm that's in the water. So she's like, okay, she's like, yeah, okay, like, yeah, I'll take you. And I was like, yes. And I remember she was literally like, but I'm not leaving. I was literally like, wait, what do you mean? She's like, I'm not leaving you with like a boy that you just met once that you don't know. And again, as a teenager, it's like, shut up. But like, honestly, valid. Like I said, I didn't drive, so it's not, I could drive there and leave when I wanted to. But I was like, but you're not gonna leave? I was like, but can, like, I was literally like, do you mean like you're gonna be in there with us? She was like, maybe I'll be inside. I was like, can, like, if you stay, like, can I just hang out with him and like you just stay in the car? But again, not trying to push too much. But she was basically like, yeah, whatever, I'll stay away, but I'm not leaving you. So I was like, okay. You gotta, like I said, you gotta take it. Like I said, I'm the middle child. I stirred up everything when I really got older, but you can't take your freedom yet when you're still in high school. So I was like, okay. So I remember I was like, honestly, strict parents, like, best case scenario, I was like, okay, so I'm gonna tell him, and again, I'm gonna be honest, because don't try no sneakies. My mom's outside. Like, I was literally like, yeah, I'm gonna go say exactly what she said. So again, right, guys, this whole time it's like, well, Alicia, the story is basically about you and your mom so far, blah blah. This is where it gets. This is where it gets, like, again, the first time, never really dated, first guy I ever kissed. This is the first time I was like, oh, so some of the stuff they warn you about boys, it's true, right? So I was like, hey, like, you know how we planned the whole bowling thing? Like, I asked my mom, she said she'll take me, but she did say, like, she's gonna stay, but, like, basically, yes, like, yay, we can hang out, like, we planned it. Why did this man have a cold 360? Like, when I said that, I'm expecting him, because I already told him I got strict parents. Like, I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't even know if I can. You better jump up and down and celebrate with me. Why was this man like, I'm not going bowling with you? Wait, what? I'm not even joking. Like, he literally was like just as rude like that, how he was typing. And I was like, what do you mean? Because again, maybe like at this point when I mustered up the courage, maybe it had been a week or almost two since I met him. And he was like, I'm not trying to go bowling. I was like, but that's like the whole plan we literally had. He was like, nah, I don't really want to do that if it's going to be like that. He was like, let's go see a movie. I want to see this movie. Who are we? What? I'm just as confused as you guys. This is in real time. This is in real time. I'm like, why are you not excited you could just see me? When, like, again, this whole time, like I said, I wasn't being standoffish because I didn't like this man, but I was also very honest about strict parents and, like, kind of being scared. But I'm like, so I finally got this done. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I just said yes, that I could hang out with this whole plan that we, you know? And he was like, I've been waiting on you. So why can't, like, we literally just do what I want to do? And I don't want to do that anymore. Like, especially if it's gonna be like that. He's like, no, let's go to the movies. Like, I'm not doing that. Let's go to the movies. Let's go to the movies. Guys, it was literally giving what it's giving. Like I said, this is when it clicked in my head. Because again, I thought the boy was really nice. Like, I was like, yeah, he was a little pushy to hang out. You know, like, teenage stuff. Maybe he was just excited to see me. Or maybe he was excited to try something. No, because I literally thought back to the first kiss, like, again, like, I was honest too after Like when I was texting him after, I was like, that was my first. Oh, honest Alicia has always been there since a teen. And so after when I texted him, this was a part of the original story. I was like, literally, when the guy kissed me goodbye, he tried to stick that tongue down my throat. He tried it. He tried it. I said, I gotta go. I literally, I was like, oh, I gotta go. Cause I know some people said their first kiss got down like that. Like I said, I've been an honest, awkward queen my whole life. So I literally, like, that's literally what, so that started to like, when he's like, no, I'm not doing that. That's lame. Like, just go to the movies with me. Like, the movies will be better. I don't know about young Gen Z. I'm still Gen Z. I'm 23. But back in my high school days, pushing for a movie meant a little bit of. But no, guys, I was real bold. Like, he really had me messed up. I was like, what do you mean? Like, this is the whole thing? Like, why would you? And he was like, no, I've been waiting on you. I want to do what I want to do. Y'all, I literally remember, like, again, bold queen my whole life. Y'all know on Snapchat, people could tell when you took screenshots. When I knew, I was like, oh, I don't care about this. I literally was screenshotting the messages and sending it to my friends. He was being so rude. I wish I could pull this up, but I probably send it to my friends on Snapchat too, and I don't even got Snapchat. He was literally starting to call me nigga and stuff like that. Like I don't care. Like, I don't want to do that. Okay, first of all, I'm a girl. I'm a black queen that I don't when it's like my boyfriend, I don't even really call them that. Like, you're babe, baby, your first name if you're mad. I'm like, so why would you call me that? I'm a pretty princess. Don't, like, what? Like, he was just so rude. Like, that's lame. That's lame. Like, I'm not doing, like, the whole fairy tale active. Yeah, I can't wait to, maybe we could be prom dates. Like, when I said I was like, no, I'm not gonna, like, switch around the whole plan. I was like, it's literally that or nothing. Like, I know she's not gonna change her mind. And he was just like, okay, then I'm not doing that lame shit. Right. And it didn't end there. I mean, it did for me. But yeah, like I said, I don't, like, again, I wasn't crash out Alicia yet. I literally just screenshot the messages and I just stopped replying to him. I was like, okay, what you mean? It's either the movies or you don't get to see me. Ooh. Okay. I remember I just screenshot the messages, left them unread. So I thought that was the end of that. I was like, okay, like, again, I know my mom and my parents wasn't really a big fan of that anyway, so it's not like they were keeping it up. I was like, okay, I never want to play it. No, never mind. I literally remember probably the weekend or something, like, men are so strange, guys. Even when they're like, I remember I get a Snapchat notification maybe a week or two after that, and it's a weekend, and it's from Zane. Zane is like, what's up with you, babe? Guys, like I said, I wish, like, the way I'm talking really makes it seem like I'm joking. Like, it sounds like like I'm making fun, like a cringy man caricature. I bet is what he said. This man never called me babe. That is like cringe max on 1,000 when it's a man you don't want. Like, I feel like it's kind of weird to call me that off the bat if it's like the bae, like, in the talking stage, and I like, it's fine. Like, if it's what you want, but even too early, that's cringe. And again, I'm 16 years old, and I don't care about none of that. I've never been on lovey-dovey, so I'm like, what?
Yeah.
He's like, what's up with you? What's been up with you, though? I said, why are you texting me? He's literally like, what happened to our date? This man had to, like, have some other plan. Like I said, I went like he was so rude to me. I went like 2 weeks without talking to him, and then this is the response. I'm like, he had to have had maybe like another date or something and it didn't go well, so maybe he wanted to try with me again. Y'all know high school boys are trifling. I'm literally just like, why are you texting me? He's like, babe, don't be like that. Like, what happened to our date? Like, I'm still trying to see you. You still trying to go to the movies? What? Guys, literally, again, like I'm 16. This is before my crash out era, before my lover girl era. I'm literally just texting him dry as hell. Like, what are you talking about? Stop calling me that. Like, I'm not your babe. You were rude. Like, leave me alone. And he's like blowing up. Like, y'all on Snapchat, it just it used to keep coming. Babe, why you being like that? Why you being difficult? Like, you still trying to go to the movies though? Like, what's up with you next weekend? Guys, this sounds like a movie script. This was literally that man. And I literally think like he was being so cringy. I don't know, like I would normally just ignore men. Like now I'm quick to block, but I would normally just ignore men back then because I really didn't care. But I think literally he was cringe texting me so much. I'm over here sitting at a family party and baby keeps, I'm literally like, bleh. Like, I think it's so cringe. Like I said, I'm 16 years old and never been in a relationship. Don't call me that, especially a man I don't like anymore. And I literally think I just ended up unadding him because he was being cringe. And that was the first time I was like, wow. Like, so when they warn you about when boys want one thing or they want things their way or like be careful, I was like, that was like the first time, because I'd never really dated, I realized like, oh, they're right. Like, because literally, again, to my friends who have dated, when they're like, he wants you to go to the movie so bad, girl, no. Like my friends who knew the game, like that is y'all, and that ain't even the end. So that was like really the end. I never spoke to this man again. Again, an eye-opening moment for me as a young woman. Like, oh, that's weird. That wouldn't be the first time someone's been weird like that with me, unfortunately. And I remember like a couple years later, I think, yeah, when me and my friends are out of college, one of my friends was a twin. And I remember, I think she was on her brother's Instagram and he was posted with this guy. And I was like, oh my God. And she's like, what? Because this is a friend who was not at that teen party thing with me. Grabbed the phone, I grabbed the Instagram, because she had probably known the story, but I don't know if she knew who he was. And I was like, ew, that's literally Zane. Like that guy who's my first kiss, who was like so rude and all that. And she was like, girl, really? Like, I can't stand him. Like, he's friends with my brother. And I'm like, oh, ew. Like, we're just kind of giggling, hee hee ha ha. I remember, I think she said her brother and him ended up going to the same community college. Sometimes he would be at the house or whatever. And mind you, we're all black. All the characters are black in the story. Me, my two friends I'm with, obviously my friend's twin brother, and Zane. And I remember she says something like, no, he's so cringe. I've been around him. I've seen like how he acts. I don't even know why my brother's with him. And she was like, no, like both of my friends, I think, had been around him for some program or something they were doing. And they were like, girl, he's literally colorist. Oh. Right? I was like, really? Because again, I didn't know too much about him. I met him once. They were like, no, like we've heard the things he said about black women, and like I've seen him say comments and stuff like that. And mind you, what is crazy about him being colorist is because Zane is dark skinned. My friend is dark skinned. Obviously her twin brother is dark skinned. So you hate yourself. Yuck. I hate to learn that I was just an exception to a disgusting colorist man. Like I said, thank God I didn't go on a date with him. Because like, again, I was young. Like I said, I dot my I's and I cross my T's when it comes to dating. Nowadays, to weed stuff like that out quick. But again, I was 16. I knew this man for like a week. I didn't know that much about him. And I didn't know much about like what to look for. So of course, me and my friends are like, ew, pee, disgusting. Like I literally say that too. They're like, yeah, like good thing you never went on a date with him. They're like, that's crazy. We didn't know this was the same guy. And we were all like, boo, boo, boo. Yeah. Fuck you, Zane. Black queens forever. Black queens forever. Especially my dark-skinned black girls. But yeah, guys, that was the story time of how my first kiss was all like a cute little, I was like, oh, this is such like a cute story to look back on. Like, just because a lot of people are like, my first kiss was disgusting. My first kiss ended up being a cringe. I regret it was too many things. And I'm like, mine was like low-key like Disney Channel. Then he had me up at the end. Yeah. But thank you guys so much for listening to another story time. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it made you laugh. To my younger girls in high school, to all girls, but especially in high school, because this was a high school story time. Listen to your parents when they try to protect you. Okay? I see where my parents were coming from, like dropping my daughter off with a random guy. Like, you don't know how like some girls be getting catfished by, like, there's so many scary stories about young girls getting catfished by men who are adults talking to them online or stuff like that. I completely understand not wanting to leave me there. Just be careful, set your boundaries, stand on business, protect yourself as much as you can, because people being weird to you is not your fault, but just do your best to dot your I's and cross your T's. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening to another story time, and as always, I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!